closer, it's in my blood, it's never over, like a twisted tangle.
Barefoot heat, ocean light, summer glow is burning bright. Then you smiled, touched my skin, my heart's on fire, heart's on fire. Don't drift away, just take me away. Feel the wind between our hands, now you're always on my mind. Then you smile, touch my skin, my heart's on fire, heart's on fire. Crashing waves, hazy skies, golden hours in your eyes. When you laughed, time stood still. My heart's on fire, heart's on fire. Don't look away, just pull me your way. Feel the sunlight in our hands, now you're always on my mind. Racing hearts, golden light, 条闪烁成云间，听万物回响满天边，呼吸之间银河万年，每一夜重逢每一个初见，时空沦陷，湮灭中绚烂，是你从未离开，是只向前一生永远，穿越深空浩瀚永恒的告白，是你在过去未来每一刻盛开，拥抱爱，渺小如尘埃，飞入宇宙的璀璨，乘风来，你一身红彩，说我猜。你在，跨越时间，奔向光年之外，平凡中相遇的诗篇，转眼亘古的思念，走过漫长的无限，每一遍都与你并肩，跨越无尽浩瀚灵魂的告白，是我在日月斗转每一场盛开，都是爱，坠落为尘埃，穿过深空的璀璨，乘风来，你与我同在，换一切。当心跳闪烁成云间，听万物回响满天边，呼吸之间银河万年，每一夜重逢每一个初见，穿越深空浩瀚永恒的告白，是你在过去未来每一刻盛开，拥抱爱，渺小如尘埃。
Hi everybody! Sorry I'm a little late. I had to redesign my model to make sure it kind of fits with the image of the new banner. I hope everybody's excited. Oop, don't know why that didn't work. Wait to two. There we go. There's my new model for today. Hi Cooley. Hi Maria. What do you think of my new model for the event? Isn't she fabulous? It does? I don't know about jiggle physics. I just chose it because it looks nice. Is there jiggle physics? I don't know. Okay, gotta raise the volume of the game. Alright. Is the game
We really do have a great connection.
good volume?
Even our daydreaming is in sync.
Also, I learned how to play something. Oh hush, Caleb's amazing. Gotta go take care of my plants in this game. Because and also, I learned how to play one song. Only one. If you follow my Instagram, you would see what song it was. Woohoo! Right, which one needs my attention? Or... Oh, hi Silas, my baby boy. My handsome man. Alright, we're gonna use this one. Don't know why they don't sing when I play the song, but we're gonna try doing the song. Alright, ready? Here we go. How was that? I did my best. And that's the only song I learned. Hopefully eventually I might add more to my roster. Like maybe I'll figure it out. Oh, I forget that there's... Oh, nope. Nope, we're gonna hang out back on the couch. Let us sit and cuddle. Let me just get a good angle right there. We're gonna tease him. Oh! Oh, I love silence. I wish we could unlock the kissing feature. See, I see how it is. I would do this so. I'll be doing the same thing if I had silence in front of me. Oh my god. It's not fair. Why can't I be in a relationship like this? I mean, I'm living vicariously through MC. And it's not that bad. I wish we had unlocked the kissing feature. And we also haven't unlocked the gym yet. Where's room 3 again? Is this room 3? I think this is the shower room. Aha, shower. We're not doing that though. I'm gonna do a template. Well, this is better than nothing. I don't have everything, but I have something. There's a toilet! This is The Sims. Like, we can't deny it. It is The Sims. What are we missing? Are we missing the tub? Is that what we're missing? Oh, because I probably didn't unlock it. I did something I wasn't supposed to. Okay. Yep, that's this wall right here. Hopefully I did not block the entrance. The shower. Nope. Can't. I do not want to get demonetized. Nope, not me. And it's time to go to the main event, which is basically reading the event story. Or should we listen to the spicy times? I mean, secret times. We'll start off with Silas, then see it's on the screen first. In the cosmic year 649, the Empire's Empress is about to be crowned. The entire palace is bustling as it prepares for the coronation ceremony. As my fiancé, the entire nation eagerly awaits to see. He's just arrived. He'll be the leading actor for the play. He arrives 2 days early. How are the preparations for the welcome banquet coming along?
The banquet is ready to begin at any time, Your Majesty.
I nod and step into the reception hall. By the window, Silas is gently toying with a lone bloom. Its petals curl and unfurl at his fingertips. The lone bloom might look beautiful, but it's very temperamental. Provoking it too much, it'll bite. Hearing my voice, Silas looks up with composed ease.
Your Majesty's reminder has been duly noted.
As soon as the last word leaves his lips, the lone bloom suddenly unfurls its petals and reveals sharp teeth hidden within its center. But Silas remains unharmed. He tosses a rubus fruit to it, and the lone bloom is now docile.
If you offer some incentives, you might get a favorable outcome.
The lone bloom coils around Silas's finger and begs for more rubus fruit. Seeing him toss in a few more, I look away. Mr. Silas is so skilled at offering incentives. What benefit do I give you? Surely it justifies the trip you made to the Empire. Let me lower the volume a little bit. It's a little loud. Okay. I can barely hear my own voice.
You address me so formally. I thought Your Majesty chose me because we shared the same kind of connection. I'm your fiancé, so it's only logical for me to appear during Your Majesty's coronation. Finding another man to fulfill my role would be inappropriate.
Indeed. You give a logical and ambitious answer. The rubus fruit in Silas's palm is gone, so I pass him another dish.
The starship needed to recharge at an interstellar station. An assassin happened to show up in a spacecraft carrying energy cores, which saved us quite a bit of time.
What happened to the assassin?
We killed them after the interrogation.
How ruthless. Tie up loose ends. Tie up your loose ends. And don't you dare bring any trouble to the Empire. Silas' eyebrows is slightly quirked.
I see we're cut from the same cloth.
I glance at the lone bloom and smile. Of course, this is especially true when it comes to being sincere with people. The lone bloom suddenly spits out the fruit and sprays sticky nectar on Silas's hand. Oops, I forgot. The lone bloom only likes small amounts of rubus fruit. If it eats too much, it will... Meeting Silas's gaze, I shove a handkerchief into his hand. It seems simply offering incentive isn't enough. You need to understand the other party truly wants.
Your Majesty is truly sincere.
According to the Empire's tradition, I must perform in a play before my coronation. It's part of the ceremonial festivities. After the banquet, Silas and I head to the Grand Theater to rehearse the Key of Ruin. The story begins with a deal. When all of the main characters' desires are satisfied, the devil will own her soul. But her desires run as deep as a bottomless chasm. Even though the devil grants her eternal youth, wealth, and power, and even transforms into a handsome man to seduce her, nothing can fulfill the void. Nothing can fill the void. In the end, even the messenger of desire is defeated by a more devout believer. This reminds me of Faust. They're giving like
This
a
adaptation
whole
is
bunch
dedicated
of
to the great
Shakespearean
bard
stuff.
who brought the original work to the Empire.
From the front seat of a dimly lit auditorium, Silas finishes reading the credits on the holographic screen. The play's exact origins are lost to history. Legends say it's a fragment left behind 100 years ago by a bard who wandered around the stars, among the stars.
A person can find new revelations in great works after each viewing. Thank you, Your Majesty, for specifically choosing my favorite adaptation from a variety of scripts.
Oh. It looks like we share a fascination with human desire. I chose this version because it appeals to me. Just like the main character in the story, I want too many things, and I'm very satisfied and never satisfied. Resources, power, I could go on. I lace my words with barbs, probing to see what Silas's reaction would be.
Oh, I see. You want me to play the devil.
I mean, sure. Silas nods. Then he unhurriedly pulls out a gun that was on his waist. Countless red dots from laser sights here, excuse me. Countless red dots from laser sight appear on his chest, yet he remains completely unfazed.
This is a small welcome gift. The rest are on the starship. But I wanted to deliver this one in person.
Okay. Etherius stone as the main mineral. It's a resource that from Silas's homeland. He knows I wanted it. I heard the Chaosi Erythios stone can be used as enhancements. Weapons will have their power multiplied and become non-stoppable. As I speak, the gun's muzzle is aimed at his chest. It's like a red dot from laser sights. Seeing his composure, I put the gun in its holster. Those countless red dots disappear accordingly. Yossi Sovereign has a good eye. I like this gift. I clasp my hands with Silas's.
Your Majesty did say.
I clasp my hands with Silas's. The heat from his palm is so intense that it can pierce skin.
That when it comes to giving gifts, one must hit the bullseye in terms of preferences. Only then will you succeed.
Alright, on to chapter 1. Wait, there's 6? I just realized there's 6 chapters. Shoot. On the massive stage that's hundreds of meters long, the spotlight slowly follows my footsteps. They stop at the center of the stage. Below me, all 1,000 seats are filled. Countless pairs of eyes are focused on me. Excuse me. Wearing a mask that transformed me into an old person, I pick up the wine in front of me. May the heavens pity my plight. Let me use this wine to glimpse death's true night. A seductive voice rises from the darkness. Oh.
Hell's fires possess death's enlightenment. Mortal, might I suggest you pursue another goal with your entitlement?
Oh, Silas. You didn't have to wear that outfit, but
The heavens
okay.
have no answers to convey.
Oh my god, it's echoing. Okay. Lights fall from above and illuminate Silas, wearing a costume that shows he's playing the role of the devil. He approaches me.
But I shall give you everything. So why not trade away your soul?
Oh, hold up. Nope. I'm gonna save this. Save. Do not judge me. This is a really good read. I can't. That was so good.
The heavens have no answers to convey. But I shall give you everything. So why not trade away your soul?
It's yours. You can have it. I don't need it. To give me everything for one goal, I agree to this deal. In spite of your nature, devil, you may attempt to ensnare me in luxury ideas.
No one can refuse the devil's temptation, even with its pains. Between them now is the deal to exchange one's soul for desire. Her desire begins with youth, before the rest can transpire.
Warm fingers gently caress my cheek. From my brow, they trail down past my eyes and stop at my lips. Just imagining it. Oh my goodness, Silas. Yummy. He then finally removes my mask.
I shall wait for the zenith. That moment of satisfaction. In time, your soul will belong to me.
Okay, you can have it again, like I said. I don't need it. I do not need it. Thunder's applause surround us, but what I see is the unabashed desire to conquer in Silas's eyes. Oh my. I want him so bad. Why couldn't he have been my Christmas gift? The curtain falls, and I change out of my elaborate costume before returning to the dressing room. Silas is leaning against the makeup table. He's holding a newspaper I didn't finish reading since we had to go on stage.
Chaosi's sovereign traveled day and night without taking a break. It was just so he could see his beloved Empress sooner.
Oh.
Although they're bound via an arranged marriage, their sincerity is touching. But is it truly a union of forces? Perhaps resources are only being merged.
The more Silas reads, the more obvious his amusement becomes.
I didn't expect your majesty to care so much about our relationship. But your country's news outlets are creative and fond of flowery rhetoric.
I almost choke. Then I grab the newspaper and flip it facing down on the table. Y'all see isn't any better. Their newspapers say Mr. Silas is exceptionally talented. I have yet to see any evidence of that.
Then you should spend more time observing your fiancé.
Before I can say anything, someone knocks on the door. The lady in waiting who entered glanced at Silas. Then she silently stands by my side.
You may converse.
Silas turns, and the lady in waiting. Dang it. Silas turns, and the lady in waiting activates the encrypted communicative device. Information floats in the air. In summary, Silas is here to kill me. I read through this piece of classified intel that I had carefully prepared for Silas. The transmission's location was deliberately forged to appear at Kielce. There's no evidence that could prove it's fake. Lady in waiting withdraws, and I clear my throat while looking at Silas's back. I hold out the encrypted communication device. Mr. Silas, I think you should see this message. It's a shame we can't save a laugh. What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Okay. But I believe you. Someone must be trying to use this to undermine the trust between us. They're taking advantage of the opportunity to harm you. Since their target is you, I should assume guards to your room. Assign guards to your room. Then I can see what you're planning to do in the Empire. It's simple method, but the resonating sound reasoning is thorough. Even if he sees it, my okay, let me read it again. Even if he seizes it's my handiwork, he can't just say no to my good intentions. Excuse me. I look at Silas with feigned sincerity, the corner of my mouth slightly curled up. Guards.
Wait.
Silas grabs my wrist. Silas raises grabs my raised hand and an encrypted communicated device is placed into my palm.
Your Majesty's frankness is humbling. Let me be honest. I also received an encrypted message.
I turn on the communication device. It contents says I want to kill Silas so I can take the Arethia's stone. Huh? I didn't want to do this, but it would be in the distant future, not now.
These encrypted messages were sent on the same day, and both of them are from Chaosy. I suppose it's someone's idea to divide and conquer. Since this is the case, there's no need to increase the number of guards. I'm confident in the Empire's defense system.
As Silas speaks, he raises his hand and red mist appears from the corner of his dressing room. It wraps around the invisible defense turret. He leans down and shields me with his body.
Rest assured, Your Majesty. You and I are sincere. We won't give anyone an opportunity that they can use to their advantage.
Okay, so we got 6 chapters. Ouch. Since the play received great acclaim, the court decided to invite reporters into the palace for rehearsals. This will be the opportunity to enhance my reparations? No, repetition. Yeah, whatever that word is. Reparations. The reporters even sent gossip bots to record today's rehearsal. We'll be going through the scene of the devil transforming into a handsome man so that he can seduce humans. Within the majestic, vast music hall, music from a pipe organ flows from Silas's fingers. He's so goddamn hot. As the piece ends, he raises his brow, then he gently kisses the back of my hand.
My dearest, beautiful lady, it is an honor to play this piece for you. Tomorrow night, delights will ensue. So please allow me to invite you to one dance. I can't wait to see you again, which isn't happenstance.
Oh my. Okay. Save. Do not judge me, for I am innocent. I am not doing anything wrong. That music was beautiful, sir. My heart is moved, and I'm compelled to accept an invitation from on ears. I don't know what this says. Whatever the word is. Silas looks up, his gaze carrying a boldness that doesn't match his lines in the script.
Stop! The rehearsal is over. It was perfect. We need that kind of graceful bearing.
The director exclaims. Well, the director's excitement keeps up praise. When he leaves, I withdraw my hand from Silas's palm. Too bad he didn't.
Chaosy could never produce.
Too bad he didn't see the look on your eyes that went beyond acting.
A refined, elegant gentleman. Besides,
As he speaks, Silas waves the script.
it says here that you're supposed to fall in love with me. I didn't sense any romantic feelings from you either.
Silas, I don't know what to tell you, but you had my heart already, so we don't need to fight for it. Oh god, I need to see what my heart rate is. Jesus Christ.
Your Majesty, fooling the audience is enough. There's no need to exhaust ourselves trying to fool each other.
Recording complete. Her Majesty and Chaosi's sovereign share a deep spiritual connection. They're smitten with each other. After the rehearsal ended, they couldn't bear to part.
What lies?
Your country's reporters always have that same old style.
Guards, please. Before I can continue, a massive red mist has already enveloped the gossip bot. It shoves it out of the music hall.
I barely exerted myself. You're welcome.
Thank you. The rehearsal comes to an end. I sit by the fountain while Silas stands off to the side. The coronation ceremony and rehearsals have kept me incredibly busy. Meanwhile, he has nothing to worry about. I can't help but feel envious. Whoever this person is, ban. We do not do advertisements on this channel unless it's me advertising. That's a different story. Banned. You're so relaxed. Aren't you afraid that being away from Chaosy for too long might give someone the chance to act out of line? The droplets of water splash upward, and Silas gently wipes it away with his finger.
No one has played that pipe organ for a long time. Don't you like music?
The music hall has its own sound system. Music can continuously play without a performer.
I think music sounds the most beautiful when it's played by a person. Every note is under your own control.
Very true. Our gaze meet, and Silas's lips curl into a smile.
And by that logic, it's better to strike first than worry about their betrayal. I'll give them an opportunity to misbehave on a silver platter.
You left Chaosy to make them show their hand? To use the Empire... to use the Empress for your own schemes, Silas, you're audacious. My feigned indignation is caught by Silas's nonchalant words.
You brought me to your territory because you wanted to test my character. Both of us are getting what we need to win.
You seem pleased with yourself for seeing through my intentions, Silas.
Your Majesty is overthinking it.
As Silas speaks, he sits down beside me.
It's not because I'm particularly clever. I can tell because... you and I are kindred spirits.
Oh. I should have pressed record, but it's fine. I'm gonna download the VOD and I will create a I'll create some videos for YouTube. During the short break in the theatrical proceedings, okay, this word. Give me a second. Sequential installer. Weapon exposition is held. What? Okay. As a distinguished guest of the Empire and my fiancé, Silas accompanies me.
Lightweight and portable, the RX-216 pistol is crafted from a rare oak gold alloy. It's extremely easy to conceal.
Silas picks up the RX-216 from the display case, examines it briefly, and then loads it.
I heard the Empire's defense exhibition uses holographic weapon testing to ensure people's safety while providing the optimal experience.
As he speaks, he tosses it, and I catch the gun. The implication is clear. In the end, Silas and I tie even the target on... Wait, what? In the end, Silas and I tie with the target on the holographic screen set to still jumping and moving. The exhalation rush... accelerating rush of giving it my all still lingers. I'm somewhat reluctant to put down the gun.
Looks like there won't be a winner today.
Next time, then. We have plenty of time ahead of us. Why are you laughing?
I'm happy. As expected. Your Majesty is a beautiful opponent.
Beautiful is a boring compliment, yet it fills me with a satisfaction for the first time. After the exhibition ends, I display the others and find myself alone with Silas on the observation deck and take in the view. Silas, what do you think? Given the Empire's current weapons, how can we continue to improve? No, innovate. Silas leans against the railing, and the wind tousles his hair.
Erythrostone.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this resource is very difficult to control. It doesn't only belong to me, it belongs to all of Chaosy.
Then, what would happen if I keep it here? Or, sorry, if I keep you here? I move closer to Silas, my hand resting on his chest. Can you stop doing that so fast? I can feel his heartbeat beneath my palm. If I held you hostage, Jesus Christ, if I held you hostage in the Empire, how many Erytheus stones could I obtain?
Your Majesty, why don't you try bribing me instead?
Okay. Oop, I just saw my mind model glitch. Silas wraps his arms around my waist as we lean in, our breaths intermingling.
If your fiancé controls Chaosy, isn't that the same as you ruling over all of Chaosy?
Wound of Silas.
When it happens, you can have as many Erythrostones as you want.
Silas, I think you're addicted to playing the role of the devil. I smile before lowering my voice. Besides, behind us is left. Sorry, I'm trying to sound very seductive, but let me try again. Behind us to the left, 7 o'clock. Silas pauses. His eyebrows arch slightly.
I see it.
Immediately, Silas raises his hand and releases red mist while I turn and raise my gun. The bullet pierces through the red mist and shatters the special transporter in the enemy's hand. Spatial transporter into the enemy's hands. All it took was one shot. After ordering someone to take the 2 spies away, Silas handed me a small energy supplement bottle.
You knew what I was going to do, so you've been playing along this whole time.
You were waiting for the traitor to make their move. And I was waiting for the accomplice who let them infiltrate the palace. I drank the energy supplement in one gulp before letting out a sigh of relief. Speaking of drinking some supplements. Remember, drink water. Water good. Agua es importante. We work well together. Too bad.
Too bad I'm from Chaosy.
Huh? I look at Silas and meet his amused gaze. Forget it. Given our personalities, we're destined to be opposites. It doesn't matter who you are. I shrug and give him the RX 216 I was holding. A return gift. Today's fight was satisfying. Silas takes the gun and runs his fingers along the barrel.
Lo traes.
What?
It's a phrase in the Chaosian language. In the Imperial tongue, it's lo traes.
And the funny thing is, I can actually pronounce that just fine. Lo traes.
It means captivating arch nemesis.
Oh. Lo traes to you too, good sir. No way! Damn! And here I thought I was gonna be able to read all of it. Shoot. Oh well. I guess I'll have to read it privately. I did not realize that it wasn't unlocked completely. Oh. Well, I can't end the stream here. I was planning on being on here for quite a while. I guess I'm gonna have to record every single chapter. I know. Oh, how I wish. I thought everything was unlocked, but turns out it won't be unlocked for another 8 days. So 8 days from now is like next Friday. Which I'm gonna have to read these chapters on my own and record them on my own. As what I was planning on doing was reading every single event chapter and posting it. But if they're not all unlocked right now, I'm gonna have to wait. Because this unlocks literally Monday, probably. Tuesday? No, Monday. This is gonna unlock Monday. This is going to unlock 5 days from now. Alright, pardon me, I gotta go pull up my calendar. So this will unlock in 2 days and 9 hours. So Monday. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thursday. Monday, 3, 4, 5, like the 15th, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it won't be completely unlocked if my calculations for this calendar is correct. It won't be completely unlocked till the 18th. And this event technically ends on the 21st. Oh my god, I'm screwed. I won't be able to read this on live then. But that won't stop me from reading it off screen, I guess. But that means I'm gonna have to spend my whole Sunday and part of my Monday just strictly reading all 5 chapters of the event. Hell, not even that. Oh, I just realized that I have to also read like the cards on the 16th. Okay, so that happened, I guess. I don't know. Do you think I should pull right now? I mean, at least the first 30. Nah, I'll wait. Yep, I'll wait. What to do, what to do. I did not realize this is going to be a lot. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to switch to my tablet because I found that I can play it much better on my tablet than using the controller.
long for longevity before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep as eulogy chanted by stars into that serenity.
I did not realize I had it like this. Let me just take this off the screen.
Free from the rule of death, now seems so dull. Time goes by.
Yep, I did not realize I had all this stuff. I'm just gonna take it off. Sorry. Sorry, tablet. We're not gonna be using you. I thought we could, but apparently we cannot. Not until I figure out a way to set you up.
Eternal sleep as eulogy chanted by stars into that serenity. Their lost time forever buried. She rambled 1,000 times, a million.
Love, Caleb. God, I'm not a huge fan of using my controller for this, but we'll get through. Okay. Just remembering the controls. I confused the controls. Oh no. This won't be my saving grace. Nope. I don't think I got all 5 stars. Nope, I did not get all the stars. And I confused my controllers too. So it was spin was this, and this was leap. I'm getting better, I swear. No, I'm not. Oh. We're trying, at least. We're trying at least. That's all I ask. I don't know what to do now, because my plans were centered around the event story. And if the event story isn't completely unlocked, I can't like play what I was planning on doing. This kind of sucks. I guess that's what I get for ill planning. Alright, don't forget to put your kitty on the screen, guys. I only see one kitty. And I'll put mine on there too, just so we got some kitties.
I'm reviewing these documents, and you're nodding off. I guess we're busy with our own important tasks.
I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna change outfits. And backgrounds. I might as well... Oh, know what? No. Maybe? Yes. I'm gonna just say screw it. I'll read everybody else's event chapters. I'm just going to have to do some editing magic. Ooh, to get everybody's thing. Or all of it. Oh, I didn't miss that, Silas. Okay. I'm gonna do something called editing magic when it's time for me to actually get the actual video on YouTube. And since this has chapters that I have to get into, all I have to do is just click. So it'll be easy to edit. With coronation ceremony fast approaching, I sit on the throne in the audience hall. I listen to the minister's report on various imperial matters.
Your Majesty, the coronation ceremony procedures have been finalized. You only need to do the final review.
I glance at the projection, then my gaze settles on the area directed in front of the throne. Grand General, what are your thoughts on this play?
I shall follow your Majesty's orders.
Ever since I decided to perform in this play, the leading actor has consistently remained silent. It's important for me to gauge his true feelings. The empire I'm about to inherit is far from peaceful, despite the appearance on the surface. And Zane, my former preceptor, and now the increasingly powerful Imperial Grand General, is the most important threat to me. Since there are no objections, all of you are dismissed. Grand General, stay here. All the ministers expect Zane take their leave. All the ministers except Zane take their leave. However, one young minister is rather dense.
Your Majesty, choosing that play for your coronation might be seen as an ill omen.
Is that so? I respond with a slight smile and tap the throne's armrest. Tell me why it's so inauspicious. What dire fate does it supposedly foretell?
The leading actor in the play already holds great power, but resents the throne's authority. So he's manipulated into choosing the treasonous path of regicide.
The Crown of Doom was adapted by a mysterious traveling bard. It's a tale of power and royalty. Returning to the palace, a triumphant knight encounters a witch who prophesizes he will become the future monarch. The flame of ambition are ignited in his heart. He's driven to murder the current king and claim the blood-stained crown. However, power seized by force is destined to be reclaimed. Before he can savor the fruit of victory, the knight is struck down on the very throne he had coveted by another noble and their sword of judgment. This is Macbeth. This is Macbeth. Thank God I read so much literature. I never read Faust, though, but I have read Macbeth. And spoiler alert, Xavier's is Hamlet. I haven't read Caleb's. I think I'm not really sure for Raphael. I haven't really analyzed what that play is, but it's something Shakespearean, I can tell. Oh, so you're questioning the Grand General's loyalty to me. Do you think the play can influence our relationship? I speak in a to the minister, but my gaze is fixed on Zane. Ever since I began ruling in my own right, the relationship between Zane and me has grown incredibly tense over the years. It won't be long until my coronation arrives. I need to witness Zane's true intention, which is precisely why I selected this play. Yet, he didn't betray any emotion as I had hoped. He acts as if my subtle and at times overt tests weren't just directed at him. The young minister suddenly comes to his senses. He breaks into a sweat before fearfully excusing himself. Finally, Zane and I are the only ones left.
Your Majesty, do you still have orders that I need to carry out?
My coronation will soon be upon us. However, there are still details in the play that must be discussed. Why don't you accompany me for a walk, Grand General? We stroll through the palace colonnade. Dapple sunlight and shadows rest on the ground. On one side of the colonnade stands a single tree, although neither lush nor leafy as the others, it still stands tall and strong. Zane and I stop at the same time. Do you remember when we planted this tree? I couldn't believe time passes by so quickly.
Now the tree has grown, and Your Majesty is about to officially take the throne.
But this tree isn't tall enough yet. It can also be stronger. If only it could grow faster, then the other trees along the colonnade wouldn't block its sunlight. Zane silently keeps his gaze on what lies ahead.
Plants grow in accordance with nature's timing. Rushing to see results will only hinder its growth. Perhaps what it truly needs is someone to take care of it.
He moves to the side.
As you can see, He
moves to the side and leans down to take a fallen leaf from my hand.
Fallen leaves need to be swept away.
Despite how busy you are with your duties, you still consider yourself with small details. It seems I still have much to learn from you. I respond with veiled sarcasm. Zane isn't talking about the tree. He's actually referring to me. As he said, his branches and leaves once sheltered me from the wind and rain, but now his root system is slightly spreading. It's impossible for me to ignore. He blocks the sunlight I should be receiving, and so I focus on I'm forced to lie dormant under his supposed protection. So long as he's present, I'll forever be an immature empress who needs her master guardian and the Grand General's assistance. You should have already read the script. I'll be playing the witch and the noble who passes judgment. Those scenes will put me in opposition to your knight character. Playing two roles simultaneously is unprecedented, but I have my reasons. As a witch, I'll continuously foretell his rebellion and ambitions, and when I'm a noble who will judge him, the message that he should return his power to me shall be a form of intimidation.
Your Majesty has matured over the years. It's normal for you to make your own decisions.
Under the scorching sun, Zane reaches out to shield me from it. His support is like a soft, warm bundle of cotton. It envelops me, my first attempt to show my blade. For a moment, he's still my preceptor, standing above me, his gaze accompanied by that indulgent tone. I hope we didn't crash. Alright, on to chapter 1 of Zane's event. Quite a modern, background for a space opera. Today's the first act of the plays involving me and Zane will be performed at the Royal Palace. Before that, however, the dance rehearsals is held as scheduled. When I arrive at the dance studio, Zane is already waiting for me. What are we gonna be wearing, Zane? It was Zane who taught me to dance that symbolize imperial etiquette. I never expected my first dance after my coronation to be with him of all people. I sigh internally, my emotions a tangled mess. Still, I put my most curious smile as courteous smile as I approach him. Remember to drink water, guys. Agua is important. Grand General, you're a punctual as ever.
As a loyal subject, I mustn't keep the Empress waiting.
He bows to me and extends his hands as an invitation to dance. Correct. I'm no longer someone who needs you to guide my every step. Despite my words, I still step forward.
Your Majesty appears to be intent on establishing distinct boundaries.
He sighs, yet with unwavering steadiness, he takes my hand.
In the beginning, you learned this dance quickly. Regardless of the moves I taught, you always had a flawless execution.
You once said I was the best learner you could ever ask for. Our gaze meet in the dance studio mirror. It reveals what can no longer be hidden. Our past intimacy and the delicate tension that exists between us now. The music plays and the dance begins.
You've improved.
Oh my. With his fingers interlocking, with our fingers interlocking, we leap in perfect sync and switch positions. How else can I impress my prosthetic receptor if I don't practice on my own? The center stage is bathed in a dazzling light. In the audience, there isn't a single empty seat. The massive stage has been transformed into a wilderness. Wearing a witch's robe, I block the path of Zane, who wears military regalia. Okay, I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass. Military regalia, I'll let it pass. Halt, noble sir, whom triumph is most dignified. Fate has already woven the thread of the crown for thee. Thy heart yearns for the throne that sits above all. Zane appears unmoved.
Ah, a soothsayer from a place unbeknownst to me. I see vague, baseless prophecies are the method to unsettle the hearts of men. What purpose lies behind thine attempt to entice me with falsehoods?
You know what? It's really hard to voice act and act at the same time. But he did good. I've merely glimpsed those infernal flames of ambition burning within thy heart. Hast thou never thought of one most deserving of the crown is the person who currently sits on the throne? Using my lines as a cover, I study his expression. Yet Zane seems obviously oblivious to my scrutinizing gaze. He continues to follow the script.
What lies in the depths of my heart needs no confirmation. Prophecies and the fate they foretell cannot sway me from my chosen path. But since thou hast spoken of it, my curiosity is piqued. I wonder what this bewitching crown looks like.
My brain broke. My brain just broke. Zane, my love. Oh, my brain just broke. After the first act of the play, I returned to my busy life that's filled with imperial responsibilities. Once the current matter at hand are done, I realize I haven't seen Zane for several days. The last performance failed to reveal anything about his true intentions. In addition, my subordinates reports state that he hasn't made any suspicious moves as of late. After much deliberation, I decided to test him personally. The guard at the Grand General's residence stands at attention and bows.
Your Majesty, I'll announce your arrival at once.
That won't be necessary. I'll find him myself. I make my way to Zane's study on the second floor with practiced ease. As expected, he's behind his desk. He's hunched over while working on something. My unannounced visit doesn't even elicit a hint of surprise. I walk over to his side. On the large wooden desk lies an antique pocket watch and several maintenance tools. That looks familiar. Isn't it one I gave you?
Indeed. Your Majesty has an excellent memory.
He doesn't look up, yet his movements as he polishes the pocket watch are markedly gentle. This device from the previous era was a birthday gift I gave to him during his time as my minister or master. The mechanical movements gives a thing. How old is Zane in this? I think it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay. The mechanical movements gives a tangibility to the passage of times. However, this gadget has been rendered obsolete by eons reaching towards the future. Yet Zane always has a special fondness for antiques. It was my gift to you, yet it became your most useful tool for telling time when you trained me at the military academy. My brain is starting to go 1,000 miles a minute. I'm so confused. Remembering how menacingly strict he was during training, I inwardly grumbled.
It was more useful than I anticipated. Whenever you saw me take it out, you suddenly found the motivation to run faster.
Anyone who sees their well-intentioned gift turn into a tool for punishment would want to finish training quickly. Only then will you put it away. Hearing my complaint, Zane gives a slight smile without saying anything. What are you doing? Is it broken? I walk over to Zane and look. He shifts slightly.
I'm simply...
He shifts slightly to the side, which allows me to move closer.
performing routine maintenance on it. As of late, it's been running slightly faster.
I detect a subtle implication in his calm tone and immediately retort. This pocket watch has been working for so long. It's only natural for it to change without you noticing. Whether it runs fast or slow is its own prerogative. There's no need to fix it. He glances at me, reaching around to retrieve a repair tool, and then lowers his hand. He doesn't say anything. I watch him work on the pocket watch while I leave fidgeting with a nimble object, nearby object. I hear a beep next to me. I look over and realize I've accidentally touched a box keypad that's located at the edge of the table. Assuming it would open, I enter my birthday. To my surprise, the box opens. Why is my birthday the password for this box? He arranges the pocket watch chain, and his tone remains composed.
Everything within it belongs to you. It's only natural to use your birthday.
Okay. His explanation makes me curious, so I use this opportunity to pick up the item and examine them carefully. It's my detector. He glances at me before raising from his workbench. Then he moves behind me.
You sound confident. Strictly speaking, it's your confiscated detector. You tried to use it during training. It was a valiant attempt to see when I would return. I found it at the entrance when I had just returned from handling certain matters.
No wonder I couldn't find it. It was with you this whole time. I make this teasing remark as I look at the other items. New and old objects of various sizes are well maintained. Every single one is related to me. Why did you keep them?
These are mementos of your Majesty's growth.
Someone's obsessed.
I planned to give them to you on the day of your coronation. I didn't expect you to see them now.
When he reaches out to close the box, I stop him. You might as well give them to me now and the pocket watch while you're at it. it doesn't listen to you anymore. It runs too fast and you have to fix it all the time. Click. Zane closes the box.
Since your majesty gave it to me, there's no reason for it to be returned. In any case, being off by a few minutes or seconds isn't an issue. If it wants to run fast, then let it run fast. After all, is there anything in this world that forever remains unchanged?
Alright, on to chapter 3, which at this point is the final chapter for Zane up to this point. The preparations for my coronation ceremony are going smoothly. Our play has reached its halfway point. During the break, I'm planning to use a tactical simulation to map out military diplomats after my coronation. Deployments after my coronation. I need to prepare for the galaxies that are growing restless. So I invite Zane to my opponent. Be my opponent. Cool.
What does your majesty plan to do next? Would you attack, or would you stay your hand for the time being?
The simulation begins. I control Imperial forces, and Zane represents the galaxy that wishes to rebel. Initially, we had no point of conflict, yet as our territories gradually expand, fractions inevitably rise. Asking the question means you're not as confident as you used to be, Grand General. I think while watching this situation, seize the moment. I'm screwed if I do, and I'm screwed if I don't. I shall take your city now. I use Zane's opening to deploy troops and capture his poor defensed city. But it's a trap. By the time I realize what's happening, my forces are already surrounded.
Your Majesty's judgment is swift. However, impatience will cause you to lose control of the situation.
This man, I can't let my guard down even for a second. The situation quickly becomes critical. After calculating my current forces, I fortunately still have a chance to counteract. As expected of the Cosmic Empire's Grand General, even when deliberately revealing vulnerabilities, he maintains a perfect emotionless facade.
Your Majesty is impressive as well. You have the mental fortitude to observe me while strategizing.
I accept his compliment without any hesitation. It's thanks to your excellent lessons. Didn't you teach me to keep an eye on my opponent's breathing during a contest? You can only relax when you watch them breathe their last as their bodies stop moving.
You've always been quick to grasp many concepts. However, you can't afford to lower your guard even when your prey appears to be defeated.
Okay.
Moreover, some enemies are cunning and skilled at disguising their true nature.
I look at the virtual screen and see Zane's enemies have advanced from all directions. They're ready to devour the royal capital. Just as he's about to breach the royal capital's defenses, a cheerful ringtone resounds to interrupt our match. Zane presses pause button on the virtual screen.
Let's conclude today's training here.
He stands up and leaves. I call out to him just as he touches the door. Why don't you join me for an afternoon tea before you leave? You're already here. I prepare desserts that I'm certain you'll enjoy, Grand General. The sunlight is gentle and warm. Tea and desserts are already on the table. I glance at the plate of dessert in front of Zane and break the silence with a feigned casualness. After all these years, your preferences still haven't changed.
And you've always remembered them, no?
Whenever I struggle with my studies in the past, I'd bring you desserts. You were less strict afterwards.
It's because of your expressions whenever you barged into my study in the middle of the night. They were always amusing and
You were gonna say adorable. Someone has been in love with us since the beginning. What was that? I give him a skeptical look. Zane clears his throat softly, picking up a silver fork and taking a piece of fruit from the cake. Then he places it in his mouth. I suppose those simple days of the past are worth missing.
Fondly remembering the past is worthwhile. However, I value the present as well. We occupy different positions now, so our perceptions aren't the same. Your Majesty, your feelings must be significantly deeper than mine since you currently sit on the throne.
I watch as he swallows a piece of fruit. Then he picks up his napkin and dabs the corner of his mouth. You're correct, Grand General. Different positions, different perceptions. It's reminiscent of certain roles. Experiencing something yourself and watching someone else are dissimilar on fundamental levels. Okay. That's why I prefer the future, as long as there's a a road ahead of me, it means I can still be a harbinger of change. Thane remains a non-committal.
In that case, I'd like to see the future you envision.
Alright, let me buy this. Ooh, excuse me. I think this is for the house. Yep. Home decor. Alright, we're gonna take a 10-minute break before I read Caleb, and then we'll be done for the night. Oh, he's blushing. He's so cute. So yeah, we're gonna take a 10-minute break because I need to refill my water. No, correction. I'm gonna boil some water so I can make some tea because I'm starting to cough a lot and I need to soothe my throat. So thank goodness I bought some new tea that can help.
Let me guess. You want to show off and talk about how many wanderers you defeated today?
Sure.
Well, did you manage to beat your personal best?
Maybe.
You haven't asked me to keep you company for a while. What do you want to do?
I want to study.
Are you going to nod off while you read?
Maybe.
Let me think. There's a less likely chance it'll happen if you turn more pages.
Right, 10 minutes. I'm gonna take myself off the screen. Alright, I am back. Gotta remove the posted.
After studying, it's time to stretch for a bit.
Gonna wait for my tea to cool down because I can't drink super hot tea.
Or how about your personal pilot takes you out for a spin?
Ooh, what kind of spin? And I'll be pulling in maybe next Friday on the Lemonette shop. I mean, I think we introduced it in the event. It's, for those who don't know, you can find Lemonette shop here in the event under right here. And these are all the stuff we can get. From the super rare items, which I don't have to worry about too much for outfits wise, and the catch-22 poses. My concern is mostly distress. And these poses. And maybe the stickers? With the BGMs? Most definitely. Now it's time to read Caleb's. And then we're gonna go to sleep. Well, correction. We're going to raid someone and then go to sleep. And then we'll read these two tomorrow. At dawn, red carpet unfurls across the palace's plaza. Royal guards stand at attention as they prepare to welcome the Federation's High Marshal, who happened to be my big brother. Caleb will be the leading actor of a play and my partner for my coronation's first dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the Palace Plaza. Her Majesty and the Glory Federation's High Marshal are about to meet. As for whether the ceasefire between our two powers can...
The vessel slowly descends and it hatches open to reveal a figure within. Excuse me. On behalf of my people, I would like to welcome our good friend from the Federation. I hope you'll attend the upcoming coronation ceremony.
May the enduring friendship between the Federation and the Empire remain as brilliant as the cosmos.
After our handshake, I allow myself to smile and give him a hearty hug. Long time no see, Caleb.
It's been far too long. My little sister is about to become the Empress. Congratulations.
Someone please write a fanfic fixing this. Maria, I know you're a writer. Fix it. And I want this on my desk, Maria, like in 3 days, please. Maria, please. If you actually want to congratulate me, give me a good performance during the coronation ceremony. Caleb's face is Caleb faces the countless cameras flashing within the small smile. However, his gaze holds a subtle indifference. I look forward to your fic, Maria. I look forward to it.
Of course. I will do my best regardless of the scene in the play.
Now that the Federation's envoy had settled down, Caleb and I finally get a chance to be alone. I invite him to walk with me through the palace. This would be an opportunity to gauge his attitude towards my coronation and the Federation's stance. However, when I arrive at the garden, a group of orange floof beasts has cornered Caleb. I watch it for a few seconds and can't help but laugh. He doesn't turn around.
You've been here for quite some time. Are you just going to watch?
Maybe. The High Marshal isn't oft in this sort of predicament. I have to savor it for a bit. I walk over, breaking a cookie on the table and scatter those pieces. The fur balls immediately swarm towards the treats. Having been rescued, Caleb carefully brushes away the loose fur on his shoulder.
I didn't expect you to keep chroma puffs from the Valencia galaxy.
You've heard of them before?
Yes. Supposedly they can sense people's emotions and change their color as a warning.
His gaze falls on the orange fluff beasts that have gathered at my feet.
What emotions are they sensing now?
I walk hurriedly up, pinching a small tuft of fur from his shoulder and wave it. This reflects your emotions. Why don't you take a guess? A gust swifts past us and carries away the orange fur, and Miss rustling of hear Caleb's reply tinged with amusement.
Then I'll say it's anticipation.
What are you anticipating? The friendship between the Federation and the Empire, or our meeting? Those questions don't leave my mouth. He doesn't ask for details. This stem from our connection and unspoken boundaries that two figures with the authority understand. We walk through the garden, our conversation moving from the wealth to political figures. Then we finally reach the topic of the upcoming theatrical performance. You know very well that I've always loved a certain interstellar bard's poetry. It's a mysterious performer who suddenly appeared in the Empire several years ago.
He adapted many plays, yet you specifically chose The Heart-Hunting Forest. I suspect there's more to this than meets the eye.
Okay. Give me a brief description. The Heart Hunt Forest starts with a goddess of love who becomes Give me. Is this a lead? A goddess of love who becomes unintentionally embroiled with a hunter in the woods. Oh my god, it's something else entirely. It's a Chinese myth. I just don't know it off the tip of my tongue. But this is Chinese. This is a Chinese myth. I just don't remember what it was. Because there was a story of a celestial nymph and a cowherd, I believe. Yeah. And they weren't supposed to meet and something or another. There's a whole festival around it. The Heart Hunt Force starts with a goddess of love who became unintentionally enamored with a hunter in the woods. A burning passion is ignited within her. The goddess attempts to keep her beloved by using her love and pleasure, but pleasure. But he repeatedly rejects her advances. Maybe it's not what I think it is. In the end, the hunter meets his demise during a hunt that seems predestined. So it wasn't Celine, and it's not the other one. I don't know this story, and I'm pretty, well educated. Devastated by the loss of her beloved, the goddess is consumed by grief. Eventually, she her love transforms into an eternal curse. His blood gives rise to the world's most ephemeral yet exquisite flower. Oh. I don't think it's that, but we'll think it's narcissistic. It symbolizes the love and suffering would forever be intertwined. What is going on? There's so many stories that this could be. My conclusion, this is narcissistic. This application is interesting. No, this adaptation is interesting. We walked along the garden's path and let the Prialpha puffs roll near our feet. When I first saw it, I realized how fascinating desire is. Wielding it properly, and it becomes a force you can harness.
And if used poorly, it controls you instead.
He slightly raises his finger, and the remaining cookies float along the way to lure almost, but not quite, court puffs.
Unfortunately, characters in a play can rarely tell the difference between manipulating desire and being controlled by it.
Yup. What about you? Can you tell the difference? Our gaze meets, then he takes my hand and places a tuft of orange fur in my palm.
We share the same answers for many questions. This is one of them.
I'm not done yet. I still got 3 more to go. Oh, Cooley. I'm not done yet. I still got 3 more to go, or 3 more chapters to go. Within the banquet hall, a massive white artificial full moon hangs like an ominous oven. On stage, the curtains are open. Shrouded in darkness, I look at the thousands of spectators below. By the way, I am sending you guys a warning. You're gonna be seeing something that is a little picante on the screen in terms of attire. So, prepare thyself.
The goddess chases a startled deer into the forest, and thus she has a fateful encounter with a hunter drinking from a stream.
In the forest clearing, enveloped by a thin mist, I slowly step onto the light. Mortal, who are you? Moving through the dew-covered roses, I block the path of a tall figure before me. Why do you gotta choose this outfit? Caleb has changed out of his crisp military uniform. It's a rare sight, and seeing him as a dashing hunter piques my curiosity. You have beautiful eyes. Did a restless fairy steal the god's divine radiance and hid it within your captivating gaze?
I appreciate your compliments, my lady. Allow me to extend my sincerest apologies if my presence interrupted your stroll. I shall be off now.
Lower your bow, hunter. You are aware of my divine presence. I move closer to him under the mechanical fireflies, soft glow. I caress his face. Lose yourself in my embrace, and I shall bestow upon you my kiss, my love, my eternal blessing.
My bow already has its target. O noble goddess, your praise is as sweet as honey, yet it cannot hold a free bird.
What free bird do you speak of? This horse belongs to me, and me alone. It also includes you, who stands in it. My fingertips slowly trace the contour of his face until they reach his lips. Caleb, who should have swiftly moved back, moves back. Deviates from the script. Just grabs my fingers to ensure I remain before him. Huh?
Even the divine cannot give me what I truly desire.
The hunter's words transform the goddess's curiosity into indignation. Then, an emotion more intense than wrath rears its ugly head. Fiery desire.
Oh my. Caleb, don't do this to me. I'm trying to stay loyal to my mains, okay? Don't do this to my Raphael, please. I love Raphael. I'm loyal to Raphael. Insane. And Silas. Don't push your luck. The play ends for now. I change back into the Empress's royal robes, dismiss my attendants, and head to the study. The cold wind carries a murderous intent through the corridor. I pause. Then I take a few steps and turn left. Oh my. Huh? I'm greeted head on by a tight embrace. Shocked, I look up. It's Caleb, who's wearing his military uniform.
Finding you is no easy task, Your Majesty. I've always wanted to stargaze with you at the observatory. Tonight should be the perfect opportunity to do that.
Huh? Caleb firmly holds my wrist. No, waist. Okay. Caleb firmly holds my waist. We lock eyes and I slightly raise my eyebrow. It's just an observatory. Since the High Marshal wants to visit, we can go. This music is very eerie. The observatory door slowly opens to reveal a brilliant sky with countless stars.
It hasn't changed.
The Sky Curtain has always controlled the planet's skies and climate, so there are hardly any variation. You walk near the floor-to-ceiling window until a magnificent warm light appears in the horizon. There are the warmest, most commemorative colors that the Sky Curtain only displays during a monarch coronation. Sometimes the slightest change is enough to bring people joy.
Yes. Though, these changes are also artificial.
He doesn't linger on the glow. Instead, he stops before a very small window that shows an exceptionally dark night.
You kept the window that shows the real sky.
When you live alone in a carefully constructed world for too long, it's easy to forget that what reality actually looks like. Taking this coronation ceremony. Take this coronation ceremony, for instance. No matter how festive it is, we must remember that opportunists and troublesome individuals lurk about. As I speak, I give him a meaningful look. His gaze meets, our gaze meet, and he pulls me into his arms. Then he takes us halfway, turns us halfway. Shot from several weapons fly out of the corners. They're blocked by a barrier that materializes in midair. An invisible force leaves left and assassins. Soldiers immediately emerge from the shadows. They nod at me before they drag the assassin away. At long last, something. At long last, it's quiet.
It's a shame your empire leaks like a sieve. The next disturbance isn't in the distant future.
I'll still be able to draw them out. The trouble they've caused is negligible. Speaking of which, you were quite quick to provide assistance. Are you worried about me? Do you want to help me? I look into his eyes and try to catch a glimpse of the feelings I've touched. But all I see is my reflection.
Maybe I just wanted to appreciate the night. It's unfortunate that luck wasn't on my side.
Never mind. You can keep your secrets. Besides, I point towards his heart. I'll get the answer in your heart someday. Why can't I save the laughs? The assassins have ruined the mood. Are you still going to appreciate the night? Good tea. He takes my hand as we push open the window of the truth together. The dark gray, real sky appears before us.
Let's appreciate this instead. A sky controlled by Sky Curtain might be beautiful, yet only reality can give people a sense of meaning.
Familiar warmth presses between my fingers while the night wind dissipates heat once more.
I choose reality, even if it's cruel.
Oh. After the first act of the play ends, many praise the connection between Caleb and me. Just when everyone thought the two nations might be able to coexist peacefully.
Stop!
The music pauses, and I move my foot off of Caleb's for the 6th time.
Your Majesty, High Marshal, forgive me for being blunt, but the first dance will represent the Empire's dignity at the coronation ceremony.
Your Majesty, we need to be more focused.
Says you. Well, maybe MC might not be the best dancer, but I am. Me, personally, yes. Put me in a ballroom, I can follow. The question is, who is going to be my partner?
My shoes aren't important, but the Empire's dignity is a serious matter.
Sure thing. The music starts again. I can't help but feel annoyed because of Caleb's sincere expression. The Federation recently snatched the Glory Galaxy long-haul vessel production line for the next year. It was done under the Empire's nose, and now they're putting on an act. But if I ask for goods directly, he'll simply make a joke and ignore it.
What are you thinking about?
Caleb's voice suddenly resounds, and I snap back to reality. He tightens his grip on my hand. I was thinking about tomorrow night's performance. I flash a smile and use the music's rhythm to move closer to him. I'd like to hear your perspective. Why did the hunter refuse to accept the goddess's love?
Perhaps in the hunter's eyes, the goddess was only treating him as a plaything. Or he knew that their love was destined for tragedy. For him, an unequal love is a room without windows. Entering it would mean he must abandon his identity and purpose as a hunter. And for someone who yearns for freedom, this would be a form of self-destruction.
Do you also yearn for freedom?
We aren't the same. But I can say one thing is for certain. That kind of self-destruction would be more agonizing than having your foot stepped on 7 times.
Huh? My smile freezes, which only brings amusement to Caleb's eyes. He infuriates me to no end. I take a deep breath and continue maintaining my smile. I also think the two of you aren't alike. You're a smart man. Surely you're aware that some things are worth more than abstract notions of freedom.
That depends on what's being offered.
Mining's right to 3 resources planet on the board. In exchange, you hand over the starship production line you stole. I cut to the chase, but Caleb laughs.
So that's why you're upset. Unfortunately, I'm not particularly interested in mining rights. Why don't we make a bet instead?
Smiling, he puts a magnetic scripts card into my hand.
But if you lose, you'll have to do me a favor.
Name it.
You won't be humiliated or anything of that nature. After all, I'm a clever man.
We have a deal. A new song starts to play. I take the initiative and change my moves, but he follows me perfectly.
Your dancing has improved considerably.
Is that it? As our hands separate, I take the card back. But Caleb shifts his palm. The card and I are pulled into his embrace. The struggle is discreet yet intense. The music reaches its finale, and I'm about to grasp the card when... A familiar face moves closer. My steps falter, but the song doesn't end until a second later. With hands on my waist, Caleb locks me in his embrace. His warm breath tinged with amusement.
I won.
Yes, you did. But that's because you're up against MC. If it was me, I would win. I come to my senses only to find that Caleb has taken the card. Ugh. I huff and pull away. We agreed to a deal, so what do you want?
Ever since I've returned, there have only been banquets and diplomatic obligations.
As he speaks, he grasps my wrist, and his other hand brushes my cheek. His fingers touch my hair that's damp because of sweat.
I'd like to have dinner with you in a few days.
Doesn't sound so bad. Alright, final chapter, and then it's time to go nighty-night. The second act of the play ends, and the palace has welcomed many new interstellar visitors. However,
Your Majesty, my love for you knows no bounds, and I'm willing to offer our galaxy's crystal mines as a gift. Please allow me to marry into the royal family.
The green-skinned giant with large ears and one eye is kneeling on one knee. He's offering me rare, precious flowers. I'm about to refuse when an instant blur of gaze ensnares me. Caleb? I smile at the giant. This is a matter concerning the Empire, so I cannot give you a direct answer. Thank you for your sentiments and the flowers. I help the giant to his feet, but the flowers are intercepted by another hand.
I see that the noble Dara Overlord has forgotten his place. Your planet's mineral transportation rights with the Federation haven't been decided yet. Isn't it premature to discuss crystal mines at this moment?
Ooh, Caleb.
Problems with the transportation process will be considered a crime with the intent of defrauding the Empire.
Caleb. The giant's excitement turns into alarm, and he hurriedly departs to leave me with Caleb. You scared off my silvery whatever crystal mine.
I wasn't aware the Empire lacked such resources.
No one would complain about having too many. As I speak, I reach for the flowers, but he raises his...
Do you want them that much?
He raises his hand higher, moving closer to him. My focus stands on my tippy. I've been forced to stand on my tippy toes.
Do you want them that much?
Yes. Noticing how Caleb's mood has changed, I respond with a slight smile. I'll quit while I still ahead. Forget it. They're just flowers. Call them extraordinary would be an exaggeration. I have better ones. I turn to leave through the side entrance of the banquet hall. Being present for half of the event is suffocating. Sufficient. Not suffocating. Even though going to fancy events is quite suffocating. Speaking from experience here. Caleb follows suit, and we enter the palace's crystal greenhouse. Nebula lights pierce the... Maybe it's nebula. Nebula lights pierce the transparent dome, and rare flowers from across the cosmos bloom.
Your Majesty truly does have better flowers.
I can get anything I want, Caleb. Caleb's gaze falls on a nearby blossom.
Doesn't seem too bad. You take good care of them.
These flowers have one thing in common. I pick up a flower that has already fallen and shown it to Caleb. Okay. They're like those envious ones. They're like those and voice with the marriage proposal. They can't protect themselves, so they seek my protection. But you're different, Caleb. I approach him and look into his eyes. Caleb, why did you actually return here? I place my finger on his chest and feel the strong heartbeat. The Empire's approval, the Empress's favor. You gain all of that when I chose you as my leading actor. His fingers slightly twitch, and the flowers in his hands spin and float forward. He grasps it.
I'm extremely greedy. I want the Empire's most precious treasure.
Most precious? An answer seems to form in the depths of my heart, but his attitude these past few days leave me uncertain. My guess can't be incorrect. I've refused to be the first one to lose. If you want the most precious treasure here, you'll have to exchange it for something with greater value. More and more people are eyeing Lori's long hull vessel. Can the Federation donate the entire market by themselves? As I say this, I take Caleb's hand. Why don't you let the Empire take a share? You'll benefit from it. Caleb pulls away, and my heart sinks. But then he moves closer and places a flower in my hair.
Let's wait until your coronation's first dance ends. Then we can discuss collaborations. This is the treasure I want.
All you want is one dance?
Yes. For me, it's already precious.
Caleb. I just can't. My heart, it can't. Okay. So, that's the end of this. Goodbye, YouTube. Mwah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and your night. I love you, YouTube.